Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So as a person from Kansas City, a Chiefs fan myself, I've been keeping an eye on this story. I haven't covered it a lot on the channel, but we do have some new information coming out that is relevant to people that are hoping that the investigation is still ongoing, considering the police first thing came out and said they want to make sure that they're clear, that there is nobody under investigation for doing anything wrong when these three friends were all found, frozen to death. There's been a lot of finger pointing, and everybody's been kind of saying, wait for the toxicology report to come back, wait for the autopsy to come back, and that'll just solve it or wrap it up. But at the same time, it's not fair to the family members and generally the public who are now interested in this story, because there's just so many anomalies with the story that has as it has come out piece by piece as to what led to these three men, all three seemingly freezing to death at the same time, which is something that just doesn't happen, right? It's exclusive from Daily Mail. Dramatic photos of the last hours of the three Kansas City Chiefs fans could solve the mystery of how they died, cops believe, as they seek to unlock the friends' cell phones. Now we know that the police have the three cell phones, or maybe even the cell phones of the tenant of the house, who pretty much moved out the day after, or within the next couple days after the police came and found these three gentlemen. Detectives are combing through the cell phones of the three Kansas City Chiefs fans who were found dead in the backyard nearly 48 hours after a football watch party. Relatives of the close friends have been asked for the codes to unlock the devices to see what photos were taken in their last hours and to see exactly who each of them called. I had a detective ask for my son's code because they couldn't unlock his phone. John Harrington, 58, continued, they can access the call records, but they wanted to see what else the phone contained. I know that they asked all the other families as well. In fact, I didn't know the code, so I couldn't help. Families spoken to by DailyMail.com have said they cannot dismiss drugs as a possible cause of death of all three. Clayton's uncle, Jim McGinney, admitted, because of their age group, I'd leave it in the picture. DailyMail.com can also reveal detectives have not ruled out re-interviewing Jordan Willis, 38, who hosted the party at his rental home, where the pals gathered to see their team narrowly beat the Los Angeles Chargers on January 7th. When asked if officers plan to speak with him again, a Kansas City Police Department spokesperson replied that question would be part of the ongoing investigation. And the department also confirmed that the deaths were not being treated as homicides. See, still they're not treating it as homicides, which I don't know. It's really odd, just considering, like I said, how the guy moved out just right afterwards. The whole crime scene is just gone, and I hope they took a bunch of good pictures, I guess. The reality is, I don't believe the police department has served these three men the justice that they deserve with a proper investigation. And if you agree, hit that like button. So the department also confirmed that the deaths were not being treated as homicides, but evaded saying if they knew where Willis currently is. So that's interesting. I wonder if Willis is actually evading them somehow, which I doubt. I mean, that'd be almost an admission of guilt, right? If he was. But the scientist has said he waved the trio off at 2 a.m. after the game and went to sleep on his couch. He maintains he was oblivious to the fact that the outwardly healthy men in their 30s were laying outside for 2 days, until discovered at 10 p.m. on January 9. The victims were outside his property the entire time. He has also insisted he couldn't hear the victims' anxious loved ones banging on his door during the time they wondered where they were, because he sleeps with headphones on and keeps a loud fan. The HIV research scientist has now vanished from the 4-bedroom rental home. Harrington's father, John, said of Willis's claim about not being able to hear relatives banging on a door, I'm not buying all that crap about his headphones. Initial reports claimed the trio died due to freezing temperatures, but records show the temperature in Kansas City didn't drop below 32 degrees on January 7th. So to sum it up, it sounds like the police are still investigating this case, which is a positive, because a lot of people thought that maybe it was just wrapped up and they were just kind of letting it go, saying due to their original claim where they ruled it immediately not being a homicide, all that type of stuff. But looks like they're still investigating and trying to get to the bottom of what happened, rather than just waiting on the toxicology and autopsy reports, which is what a lot of people thought they were doing as well. But you never know what they'll find. Maybe they'll find some information in those pictures or some text messages, and we'll get some conclusions before those reports come out. I guess we'll just have to wait until the next clue pops up, or those reports actually come back, or a new detail, whatever. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.